Good morning and thanks so much for tuning in. This is Buy Now, Sell Now on ET Now. My name is Alex Matthew. With me is Cheryl D'Souza. Today, as you know, is a special day. ET Now completes 12 years. And we've got a special show planned for you. But before we get to that, let's quickly take you through how the markets are faring this morning. And in fact, it is more or less a bit of a mixed session for the equity markets here in India. And that's par for the course, really. It's what a lot of global markets are going through as well, and that's largely on account of what happened with the FOMC last night, where a lot more officials suggested that they think that there will be a rate hike, or two rate hikes rather, in the latter part of 2023. That was earlier than expected, and they're also talking about removing or rolling back the bond buying program earlier than anticipated. So that has had a bearing on bond yields, that's had a bearing on equity markets across the globe. Here we've been flitting between gains and losses. In fact, just about 15 minutes back, we managed to reach the green territory, and then we've retreated once again. The Nifty 50 trading with cuts of about 0.2%, but the broader markets are actually doing not too bad at this juncture. They're better off certainly than the Nifty 50 at this juncture. There are more advances in the broader markets than there are declines overall. The sectoral picture is quite mixed, like the rest of the market. In fact, you have banks, auto that are trading in the red, so are metals, and the others are trading with, well, narrow gains, not very substantial and not much to speak about. But what we should be speaking about is the fact, Cheryl, that we've completed 12 years, not we, but ET Now. I'm pretty new to this organization, but I'm looking forward to the next 12 years already.
Definitely, Alex. Looking forward to next 12 years. 12 years of ET Now, be it 12 years of joy, sadness, anger, frustration, newsroom banter, all of that. And ET Now has always stood for resilience, in these 12 years. We've seen a lot. But look how strong we are, and look how strongly we are standing today, 12 years since inception. We are a channel that symbolizes integrity, innovation, intelligence. We are all bundled in one. We are ET Now, and we've completed 12 years, and definitely a very, very big day, a momentous day for all of us. And we've got a special show lined up for our viewers as well today on Buy Now, Sell Now, Alex.
Absolutely, Cheryl. Let's, on that note, get in our guests. We've got Kunal Bothra as well as Ashish Maheshwari joining us. And welcome to the two of you. Thank you so much for taking the time, and good morning. The thought that we had, the producers of this show and Cheryl and myself, was that the ideal size of a portfolio, according to quite a few people, is a dozen. That's a good number. At least it's a good number to start with, Ashish, wouldn't you say? And so therefore, what we want to present is your picks, your 12 top picks for what should go into a portfolio and what somebody can consider building if they are starting right now. And then we'll go to Kunal to look at which of these stocks can be bought at the current market price and which can be accumulated over a period of time. But let's start with some of those top picks. I'm guessing we won't be able to speak about all 12, but of those 12, while they're flashing on the screen, tell us which you absolutely must have in your portfolio.
Sure. First of all, let me congratulate you, you and entire team of ET Now for celebrating 12 years of unbiased coverage of uh, Indian stock market. So congratulations to entire team first. As far as my stock portfolio is concerned, first of all, we if we a long season of 12 years, the lead to this. Certainly, slow and steadily, you can have good returns in the portfolio. At the same time, money is also going to be safe. So I'll just read out my portfolio. This is starting with Reliance Industries and oil and gas to Max Financial and financial services. In pharma, I like Cipla. In cement, I like Ambuja Cement. In paint, I like again Asian Paints. In steel, I'll go with JSW Steel. In infrastructure, I'll go with Larsen and Toubro. In agri-chem, I've selected UPL. In IT, I like to remain with Infosys. In auto, I like to remain with Eicher Motors. In oil refinery, I selected BPCL, and in FMCG, my pick is Nestle. So all of these companies are leader in their space. Three to four ideas I like to discuss in detail. First, starting with Reliance Industries. Company doesn't need any introduction, but at the same time, they are one of whatever the area they are operating, they are the largest. So be it hydrocarbon or petrochemical or refinery or retail or telecom. There's a clear visibility for next 10 to 12 years. This company will continue to do well. At the same time, in Max Financial Services is a company I like in financial services because, in my view, insurance is a sector which will consistently grow with a CAGR of 15 to 20% because share on account of under penetration in Indian market. As far as supply is concerned, again, this is a company which has very wide range of product portfolio already under the belt. But at the same time, they continue to do research and continue to come out with newer portfolio over a period of time. And with their long existence background, I think this is a company to watch for from Indian pharma sector. And Ambuja Cement is the stock which I like in cement because they are going to double their capacity in the next few years. And this is a proxy play again to infrastructure and real estate sector. So Ambuja can be accumulated for a long term horizon.
Well, Ashish, that's quite a balanced portfolio, if I say so myself. And in fact, you've given a 12-year target, which is also fitting into the theme perfectly. And, it's a perfect moment for me to go across to Kunal. And Kunal, I completely understand that you can't talk about technicals, and normally you don't talk about technicals as something that you would consider when you're looking at the kind of long term that we're talking about in terms of 12 years. But you can certainly use technical when you're building a portfolio. You can choose when to accumulate, when to buy. So out of the stocks that you've seen, which according to you can be bought right now and which should be accumulated over a period of time?
First of all, congratulations on the 12th anniversary or 12th happy birthday. I think it's been a fabulous journey for me as well. I've been part of ET now since the last 5-6 years, and it's been a tremendous journey. In thoroughly enjoying the experience so far. Coming on to the the stock specifics, so I think it's an interesting theme. Frankly, because an apt number of 12 stocks is apparently what fits in perfectly well in a well diversified portfolio. Now, in that aspect, some of the names which I think Ashish and mentioned about, I think few of the names which even I am bullish on from a longer term perspective, I'll probably categorize those stocks as more of buy and hold or average. As now you get some sort of correction into these names. One of them, of course, stands out to be Reliance Industries. I think it's been a fabulous stock. The way the stock has charged up after 10 years of remaining in a consolidation from 2007 to 2017, the manner in which the stock had broken out, taken the leadership, was one of the few large cap names, or rather the major large cap name, which managed to bring back the bull market for for our economy as well over the last 13-14 months. So I think that's been one of the stronger performer, and the charts also indicate that the stock would probably continue to dominate its trend on the longer term basis. Some of the other names which you mentioned, for example, something on the pharma names like Cipla, I think that stock as well looks very attractive. The long term trends are just about getting better and better as now time goes by for stocks like Cipla. Asian Paints, I think, is a stock breakout, but you look at the last 10 years of 12 years of history, it's been a phenomenal chart. It tends to go through those classical trends, rally, then a consolidation, and then a rally again, which manages to bring a new range altogether for Asian Paints. So I think there have been so many stocks out of the 12 which look very attractive. Some of them which I've mentioned, I think even Eicher Motors and Nestle India, I think are something to look out for specifically from a longer term view.
All right, so those are the picks coming in from Kunal as well. A balanced portfolio is what Ashish has given the stock picks for, and out of that, Kunal has outlined which of them he thinks also will are a good strategy to buy, hold, or average over the longer term.